Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today we are going to do a foundation review. I recently went to Sephora and I picked up the new Rare Beauty, what is this called? The Liquid Touch Weightless Foundation. So I actually got this, and then I got the concealer, and I also got the primer. And lastly, I did pick up one of her lip balms. So originally, because I mean, as you probably already know, when Selena Gomez launched her line, she launched like a ton of stuff. So I mean, it's kind of pricey to just go and like buy everything. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna start with like the face products, and then if I like it, I'll just kind of gradually pick up stuff. But then I was looking online and I was like, I couldn't help it. I had to get her lip balm. It just looked really nice and smooth and creamy. So I'm gonna try that for you today too. So yeah, that's what this video is going to be about. Just a review on her products. I'll probably end up doing the rest of my makeup off camera. Off camera. But yeah, so let's start with the foundation first. Actually, no, we're going to start with the primer first. This is called the Always an Optimist Illuminating Primer. So it says it's a weightless universal gel primer enriched with ultra fine pearls for a lit from within glow, which that's pretty much what I'm always going for. And then quick note, this is the like the mini that I got. This is the travel version. There's definitely one that's bigger, but my Sephora was out, so I just got the small one. But this is what it looks like. Very, very pretty. Again, modern, sleek, minimal. I love that. It definitely does remind me of the Fenty Beauty primer. So this is the Fenty. So you can see it's definitely, I mean, it's just that light pink, nude, minimal packaging that I feel like is really in. The Fenty one is glass though. This one is like plastic, which, I don't know. Okay, so if I'm being honest, I definitely feel like the Fenty is more like bougie and luxurious, but I prefer this one because I'm kind of a klutz. And if you guys can see, if you could see my makeup area right now, there is stuff everywhere. It looks like a Sephora blew up on my desk, no joke. So I mean, stuff drops and falls all the time, and then just with traveling and stuff and throwing this in bags and whatnot, I actually prefer plastic for packaging. Don't get me wrong, I love the Fenty packaging. I think it's so, like I said, luxurious and very pretty. It's just not something that I prefer. It's not my preference. So I like her packaging a lot. And it does come with a pump. So I am going to, ooh, I wasn't expecting this. I know it said glow and lit from within, but for some reason I wasn't expecting this. I don't know if this is, yeah, you guys, hopefully you'll be able to tell. That's like, it looks like a little pearl on my hand. That is so pretty. I almost skipped the primer just because I recently bought the Urban Decay All-Nighter Primer. And I recently bought a backup of my Becca primer. So I don't know, I just feel like I've been purchasing a lot of primers and I was like, do you really need the primer? But I don't know. I feel like I have high hopes for this one. Okay, so now moving on to the foundation. The shade I got was 360W. So this is, what is this described? So this is described as a foundation elixir that feels barely there while building coverage and boosting your natural glow. Love. And I'll link everything below because I can't remember what the prices were. But this is mine, or my shade that I got. Again, the packaging is pretty simple, very sleek. I love it. Now this is, I think is this glass? Maybe this is a hard plastic. I can't tell if this is glass or a hard plastic. I don't know. It definitely feels sturdier than this though. Like this is clearly plastic. This might be a hard plastic. I don't know. But yeah, so it looks the same. There's just this like ball thing on top. But does this, oh, okay. So you twist it up. Oh, okay. So it's a doe foot. Cool. I have seen a couple of reviews, but so I'm sure I saw that it was like a doe foot applicator for the foundation, but I guess I forgot. So this is, I guess I should swatch it a little bit. this is the color. So I'm going to, whoops. It doesn't really have a smell. I don't really know how much to use. And then I'm going to go in with my sponge. Well, I was thinking maybe I should use a brush. No, I'm going to use a sponge. Just because I prefer sponges on a day-to-day basis, so I know, like, I mean, I'll probably always just use a sponge. So I might as well do the review with a sponge too. So I think I dipped my wand into the container like 3 times, I want to say. I don't know. Maybe I should have started off with 2 just to see, but it's fine. I definitely think so far, first impression, I mean, it's liquidy. It's not like a super thick foundation. You definitely have time to work with it, so that is good. I think the color is a pretty decent match. This is just one base. I am going to go in and build up just a little bit right around here. Normally I would have color corrected, but because this is a review, I just wanted to go in with just, you know, the foundation. But so just going back in and just adding a little bit of coverage. Okay, so moving on to concealer. This is described as a moisturizing buildable concealer that melts seamlessly into skin for undetectable cake-free coverage. I love her descriptions. It's like she's speaking to me. I got the shade 320W. Now this is a little bit lighter. She did have a matching concealer that was in the shade, what is this? 360. So I could have gotten the same, you know, as my foundation. But I do most of the time like to go just a little bit lighter for concealer. So the reason why I chose this one, the 320, and this is what it looks like. The reason why I chose this one is because this one was the next one that was warm versus like neutral and cool. So I didn't want to go too light. So hopefully this isn't too light. Wow, definitely a lot comes out on this doe foot. That's like a lot. Okay, there we go. Just gonna put a little bit of this on there. And I'm gonna let this just like sit for a second, just so it can kind of like soak in, and then I'll blend it out. Okay, so I'm going to spray that, and then I'm going to go in with the pointy side and just start blending. Okay, so that definitely blended out super nicely. Oh, I like that. I feel like it's blending out really fast. And then I'm going to do the same thing that I did with the foundation. I'm going to go in with just a little bit more right there, just to add just a little bit more coverage. Okay, so that is the base. I'm looking so one-dimensional right now. I need to definitely finish my makeup. And then I will be back to show you guys the final thoughts. I am going to try on that lip color as well. I don't know what I'm going to do for my makeup. I kind of have no idea, but I'm going to wing it. So I'll be back. Stay right there. Okay, guys, I'm back. So let's talk final thoughts. And unfortunately there was a fail. I'll save that for the end. But I did actually find my receipt. So I'll still link everything below, just in case you want to like read more about it. But let's start first. Actually, let's start first with the primer. So this primer retails for $14, but keep in mind, this one is the smaller size. So you get 0.5 ounces. So you get half an ounce is $14. This went on really well. I feel like it wasn't one of those primers that like dried quickly or kind of started to ball up on you. So that was nice. It is an illuminating primer. I personally love that. I do have drier skin, so I'm always trying to look more, you know, glowy. So the packaging is good. I mean, I feel like it's worth it. It's fine. It's nothing, I mean, I guess it's not so much that it's bad, because again, I like it, but does it stand out like astronomically from my other primers that I like? Not really, but I like it. So I would add it to the bunch. I guess I wouldn't say it stands out from the bunch, but it does fit in. So that's good. I think my favorite primers so far right now is the Urban Decay All Nighter, the Marc Jacobs. This is the Coconut Primer. And then it's over here. This is my Becca Backlight, so you can see I'm definitely finishing this up. I love this guy. These are just some of my favorite primers. I do really like the Fenty primer, the Laura Mercier Hydrating Primer. This is just a little one. I mean, I feel like I'll definitely keep this in the rotation and use it. But I feel like if you have like 10 million other primers that you love and you are already using, I don't feel like you need to run out and purchase this one. It works good. It's nice. I would repurchase it, but it's not something that, you know, you have to have right now. You can't wait. So that's how I feel about the primer. Okay, so moving on to the foundation. The foundation, you get 1 fluid ounce. This retails for $29. So for 1 fluid ounce, I feel like this is definitely worth it. I feel like recently, if you've watched any of my videos, you know I'm obsessed with the Pat McGrath Foundation. This is her Sublime Perfection. And with this one, okay, this one actually you do get a little bit more. You get 1.18 fluid ounces, but the price difference between these two is like astronomical. I want to say this is like $68, and again, worth every penny. I love this, but I feel like this is a really good foundation. So for $29, I feel like that's like a steal. I think that's a really good price. I think Selena did an amazing job with this foundation. It's definitely easy to work with. Same thing, it doesn't like dry super fast. You have enough time to, you know, move it around your face. I like the packaging. I like that it's a doe foot applicator. I would be fine with the pump too, but I like the doe foot applicator. I think it's easy to just kind of like put on really fast and go. So yeah, I think the foundation is a win. And this is one, unlike the primer, I would recommend getting this. So if you are curious at all, if you're somebody who likes foundations, I actually would recommend getting this even if you have other favorites, just because it is a really good one and it's a good price. Okay, concealer. The concealer retails, where the heck is the concealer? The concealer retails for $19. So $19, you get 0.25 ounces. I'm just going to compare it to the Pat McGrath concealer I've been loving. This one, you get 0.16. What did I say this was? 0.25. Okay. So, I don't know. I feel like this is a pretty standard amount of concealer. This bottle looks about standard. So, okay, let's use something else. So that's 0.16. Hold on. Let me find... Okay, let's use NARS. NARS, you get 0.22. And yeah, so this one's 0.25. So, yeah, in line with the industry as far as like how much concealer you get. And $19. Again, I feel like that's a decent amount. You know, it's a good concealer. Again, the doe foot applicator, the packaging, everything is good. It blended out really fast, really quickly. It was buildable. as was the foundation. I don't think I said that. But the foundation was nice and buildable, so you could kind of like be in control of how much coverage you want. Same with this. So I think it's a good concealer. I think it's really good. The shade range on both the foundation and the concealer, I feel like is really good. And I like that she launched, I want to say she has 47 colors. I feel like that's impressive. That's really good, especially as a start. So yeah, good, worth it. I love this. And then I think that's it except for the lip balm. Yeah. Okay, so this is where there's a little bit of a fail for me personally, but it's not because of the product per se. So when you go to Sephora, and obviously right now because of COVID, you can't really swatch anything. So when you go to Sephora and you're looking at their lineup, I want to say, I can't remember exactly, but I want to say there was some sort of like color box or circle that shows you what the color looks like. And then you can also see, because they do have the testers available, you just can't like test it on yourself. Really fast though, because I don't think I showed you guys, this is the actual packaging. It kind of has like a flat back, and then it's kind of rounded. It's like this matte plastic. Again, same as all the other items. I love the packaging. So this is the color that I got, which is called Thankful. So this is the color. And I mean, looking at it, it looks decently like kind of dark. Actually, it kind of looks like it would be this color. If if you're comparing it, I think this is the color that I was kind of expecting. This is not this color. What's actually on my lips is this one. This is my Marc Jacobs J'adore 230. So that's kind of what I have on my lips. Just this, no lip liner or anything. But yeah. So, and then like I think I mentioned it earlier, but all of the lip balms, depending on what color, the color is supposed to match like the packaging. And I mean, it kind of does-ish. But here's the thing. When I actually put this on, because I had originally, when I was doing my makeup, I put on this color and it just did not look like what I thought. Like, this is the color. It looks really pretty on, like, swatched on me. In Sephora, they swatched on that plexiglass and then they kind of like put it over my skin and it looked pretty enough. But on, it looked very like, just like a almost cooler toned than I thought. Like a cooler toned pink. It just wasn't at all what I thought based off of what it looked like in the tube, based off of the color of the box and the color I feel like on the display. It just wasn't what I thought it was going to be. So as far as the formula goes, I feel like the formula is really good. I can't remember if I told you guys the price. If not, this is $16. For a lip balm, I mean, that's kind of pricey, but at the same time, you're in Sephora. It's not just like a normal lip balm. It does have color payoff. You can build it up, I feel like, a decent amount. So, I mean, it's not going to be like a full-blown like lipstick. It's definitely a tinted like balm, but it is pretty if you like the color. And I think that's my only thing, is I just thought it was going to be a different color payoff than what I actually got. So this product's not a complete fail. It's just not the color I want, if that makes sense. But yeah, so that is pretty much it. That is the whole review. If you guys have any questions about the products that I purchased, let me know below if there's anything that I missed. If there is something from this line that you have tried that just like completely knocked your socks off and you're like, oh my gosh, you should try this, it's so good, let me know, because I will go back and pick up, some more items. This was just like the first round because she launched a lot. So, but yeah, hopefully you guys like this video. If you did, please give me a thumbs up, subscribe, hit the notifications, and I'll see you next time. Bye guys.